time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking.
Welcome to some more Wrestling with Things. David Joseph, joined by Eleno Cuevas, joined by Sammy Joseph. And do not forget to like our Facebook page at Wrestling with Things and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things. Guys, this is essentially the summer of LeBron. This is feeling a lot more unpredictable and a lot more monumental than 2010's the decision that he televised. This one needs to be televised, but you know he ain't gonna do that twice. Too much scrutiny. But the point is, I can't tell where LeBron James is gonna go. And you were telling me off the record, Eleno, that for the first time, you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know what we do here. We're gonna talk about it anyway. Where do you think LeBron should go? Where do you think's the best fit for him going into the tail end of his career? Because I'm gonna be honest, I think wherever this next destination is, he's probably gonna retire there. He's probably gonna kick back wherever it is. I mean, what do you think? He's gonna leave somewhere else when he's 35, 36?
I see him coming back and retiring the Cavalier, but
one of those Paul Pierce things.
Yeah, one of those Paul Pierce things. Yeah, definitely.
But what do you think's the best fit for him, basketball-wise?
Basketball-wise,
to win.
And to win, basketball-wise and to win. I don't see him going to LA like everybody else does because he ain't winning there. I mean, if they get Kawhi and Paul George and or Chris Paul, because that's like the rumor that's going on that Chris Paul he could somewhat elude Chris Paul to go to LA. Not gonna happen. Chris Paul is gonna stay in Houston, and that's why honestly at the end of the day, the best basketball move is to go to Houston. That's the best basketball move for him to do. But I don't see that happening. I can't see him in LA. I can't see him in Philly. I don't want him anywhere near Boston. He can stay far away from Boston. Where I'm good with Kyrie the God. That's the God right there. The first choice I had was him staying in Cleveland. But how that ended and how like Dan Gilbert already
weak supporting cast.
Dan Gilbert already stated that he's already looking forward to the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron.
Right.
Like, how do you publicly say that he's still on your team? Like, he's gone, but
personally, you've never had success before.
He doesn't like Dan Gilbert. Yeah. He literally came just because that's where he's from. But I'm telling you, the only basketball move that I see him doing where he can actually win a championship, even though it's out west where the scary Golden State Warriors are, I see him going to Houston. I don't see him going anywhere else, honestly.
Where you see him going, Sammy?
Well, they usually is the same. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So, well, Kawhi shitting on the Spurs right now, saying the organization is terrible. They don't help players. They don't rest up. Why not LeBron use it? Why not LeBron use it? You know, why not? Why not? If you really think about it, great coach, great healing organization, great place where they age veterans.
Yes.
Great players.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? And one man's trash is another man's treasure.
I don't know, man.
Kawhi doesn't like all that, but LeBron definitely does like all that. Saving energy.
That's a great point.
Kawhi don't like their two-facedness. That's what he does.
Hold on.
Two-facedness.
I don't think that's a different topic, but I don't think the Spurs did him as dirty as he's trying to make it look. I think Kawhi really just wanted a bigger market. Let's not try to change the narrative for his benefit, you know what I'm saying? But the Spurs have the final say in where he goes anyway, so I don't think Kawhi is going to LA, which means I think if LeBron somehow ended up on LA, Kawhi wouldn't be his sidekick. It wouldn't be Kawhi. I think maybe Paul George and some other people.
And I don't think that's going to work.
I don't think so either. But I do think people underestimate the fact that LeBron can go to LA and win, because let's say it's just Paul George, and it's LeBron, Paul George, and let's say they hold on to most of their young guys, Lonzo, Ingram. I think that team would a little bit, obviously you make some tweaks here and there, I think that team is enough for LeBron to challenge the Warriors, but it's not the best basketball fit. I gotta agree with Sammy, not just because I'm a Spurs fan, but It's the best basketball fit. Great coach.
Yeah.
Great organization, despite what Clyde says. Great at managing minutes, which LeBron never is in a situation where his minutes are managed. He was playing like 44 to 46 minutes a game in the playoffs.
Exactly.
They would manage his minutes,
and
he will win. You know, Greg Popovich, he made Gary Neal and Danny Green all-time great three-point shooters under his wing.
Also, let me add very quickly. They could also have a conversation with Chris Paul and get him over there, like he was originally supposed to do. The last
it's possible, but I think the only reason that might not be successful is because Chris Paul did say he wants his max. I think Houston and him had the prior conversation that he knows he would want. Yeah, and he's going to get it probably. So I'm okay with that. But LeBron James, I think the Spurs, all signs point to the Spurs, and you could get rid of LaMarcus Aldridge on top of that. His value's not going to get any higher than it is.
Then why would he go to the Spurs?
No, hold up. I think you could get along a lot in return with Kawhi leaving and LaMarcus Aldridge getting traded because their value.
Because you know they're going to get a lot of. You know they're going to get a lot of players for Kawhi.
They're going to get a ton.
LeBron needs veterans. You see first.
No, I get it. He needs ready-made.
What he does with these young guys, and you see what he did with these young guys in Cleveland. He brought them to the finals, got swept. He can't.
Those young guys are trash.
Those are the young guys that never played playoff basketball. I'm talking about trash. I'm talking about.
He's trash.
Come on, he's
playoff basketball.
Jordan Clarkson never played a valuable minute of playoff basketball.
Never.
Larry Nance never.
Trash.
And he actually did better.
Rodney Hood, trash.
Doing as good as Kevin Love at one point.
But when I say young guys, I mean young thoroughbreds, young studs that you put with LeBron. And if you trade Kawhi and you trade LaMarcus Aldridge, you could get a ton of young assets for now and
just like if you trade him possibly to the Boston Celtics, you could possibly
Pau Gasol.
But that's not winning right now. Honestly, if you look at that team, like you guys are saying, take out Kawhi and Aldridge and just get random pieces. That's not going to work because you still got a ready-made team in Houston. They're ready.
Sure.
They're ready.
They are?
First year they got.
Or is Harden just going to abandon CP at 3?
First year they got to the conference finals. They're ready. Give them another year. They're ready. I promise you.
Okay. But so much of their success, you're spot on with what you're saying. But so much of their success just depends on if Chris Paul's health will be right. That I think might scare LeBron just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But LeBron got to put in his head, yo, if I go over there, CP ain't going to be doing as much, so he's going to be healthy.
Sure.
That is true. It is true.
That doesn't guarantee it is true. But sure, I see that.
The only reason he got hurt this year in the playoffs is because he was doing too much.
He was.
So if he had a player like LeBron, instead of Trevor Ariza 0 for 12, if he had a player like LeBron, who would take some of that pressure off of him, and James Harden, because like you said, we all know that James Harden needs less pressure.
He's going to abandon him,
He needs less pressure. He doesn't need any pressure like that, but if they add LeBron, that's a veteran that knows. He's been in the finals in 8 straight years, so he knows the ins and outs of the playoffs. So that's what they need. If they get LeBron to the finals,
I could see all that, but you gotta consider too. If he makes that Houston move, they're gonna lose a lot of depth. San Antonio's not gonna lose a lot of depth.
We'll always have that.
Like I said,
they're still gonna have Danny Green there.
Nah, you're right.
They're still gonna have Paul.
What?
Gasol.
He could go too.
He gotta go.
He got a little bit of salary.
I can still give you a solid 9.
I give you DeJounte Murray, Danny Green. DeJounte Murray is a beast.
Manu Ginobili might come back again.
Manu, he's good, but I'm telling you, the Spurs don't have the. I'm telling you. Honestly,
we'll get pieces.
Honestly, I don't even. Like I said, this is the most confused,
right.
I don't even know where
all the little fish.
Because like I said last week, I wanted Paul George to go to Houston. So this is kind of like a default pick for LeBron because honestly, I really do not know where I don't know where it seems like he's going. I don't know where he might be going. Even the reports are like, oh,
everybody's just trying to connect.
Yeah, his kid enrolled in an LA high school.
We seen them in the summer in LA.
Yeah, enrollment doesn't mean anything, man. People are reaching. That's why I don't know.
All right, if you agree with anything we just said or disagree, let us know in the comment section and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things.